Hills, dirt, rocks, holes, caves. We've got work to do. In Rising World, you can turn any landscape into a home site. You'll need your pickaxe, scythe, sickle, rake, and sledgehammer to get the job done. And keep your axe handy too. First, let's make sure we know what each tool can do. The scythe is a great tool for clearing large areas of tall grass. It doesn't give you any drops, but it works fast. The sickle can also be used. It's a little slower because of its size, but it gives you grass trimmings, which you can replant later to create a lawn or natural-looking area. The pickaxe lets you dig holes in dirt or rock, and it gives you valuable resources you can use as fill or creating stone blocks of all kinds. We just dug a hole and wound up with some dirt in our inventory. We can now use that dirt to fill the hole back up, and then some. And that brings us to the rake, the most amazing terraforming tool of them all. If you click the left mouse button, it lowers dirt to the same level as the surrounding area. It will go no further. It produces no drops, but you really wouldn't expect it to. That's not what rakes do. Now let's dig that hole again and see what else it can do. If you click the right mouse button, it raises the dirt to the level of the surrounding area and will go no further. The rake's sole purpose for existing is to level the land. If you have a hunk of stone poking up higher than you want it to, you can either demolish it with a pickaxe or just pound it down with a sledgehammer. It will lower the stone each time you whack it, but it will not stop at ground level as the rake does, and it will not raise the stone no matter what. It also yields no drops. To raise stone, you have to drop stone bits, the same as you would drop dirt. Let's take a look at a situation I had near one of my bases. There was a hole that was so deep I'm not sure it had a bottom. I wanted it to simply not be there, so I chose to just bury it out of sight. I started by creating a false floor with stone blocks well below the ground level, and then used the sledgehammer to pound the surrounding walls down to the same level. The next step was to drop dirt on it. Lots of dirt, enough to bring it up to ground level. Then it was just a matter of raking the dirt to level it off. Not perfectly flat, because I wanted to blend it with the surrounding terrain. After that, all I had to do was use my stash of grass clippings to match the surroundings. Hole? What hole? I don't see a hole. Do you see a hole? Now let's get to another project that started with my mining video, which is linked in the description. We found a beautiful lakeside location to start a base and created a functional mine there. We have plenty of water, and we even managed to plant 2 apple trees for a renewable food supply. The next step will be to start terraforming the hillside for a home site or crop farm, or whatever we decide on. I've already started weed whacking, so let's get back to it and finish clearing the area so we can see the terrain. There's something satisfying about clearing the weeds. It's almost therapeutic. Now we need to drop any trees that might get in the way of our project. The nice thing about trees is that we can replant them if we change our minds later. Dang, that one almost took my head off. This will not only clear some room, but it will also give us a nice supply of wood, and even some saplings for a future tree farm. Let's make short work of the rest. And wait, what? That tree forgot to fall. I've actually seen that happen in real life. Whoa! That was fun. Now to force the land to our will. That's why we're here, after all. It's not easy to be sure when the land is flat and level, so let's create a visual guide using red brick blocks. A row of blocks is always flat and level, so we'll surround the entire area with a sequence of blocks. Rows of blocks can be laid so that they even go underground, which makes our task even easier. We'll place the blocks around the entire perimeter of our target space. I like that the interface displays the count as you lay them out, so we can be fairly precise even on our first try. Here I had to expose a little in order to finish laying the perimeter blocks. Now we can continue. Guess my precision was off by 1 after all. Story of my life. And there we go. Our perimeter is completely defined and visible. Let the flattening begin. We'll start with the pickaxe to knock down the most prominent hills and bulges. This also adds to our supply of dirt and stone, which you can never really have too much of. On the next pass, let's pound the rocky parts deep enough that we can cover them with enough dirt to allow planting of crops if we need to. Let's follow up with the rake a bit. Then we can fill in the low spots with some of our dirt supply. It's hard to be precise when dropping dirt, but we can clean it up easily enough in the next step. Another pass with the rake. Remember, the rake can lower or raise the dirt level. This is going to take a little more clearing with the pickaxe. Good old trusty pickaxe. Okay, one more pass. Lower it here, raise it there, raise it there, lower it, lower it. I love this tool. And we've done it. We now have one flat, level piece of land. So did we accomplish anything? I think we did.